The third speaker then will be Charlotte Bryant from Newcastle upon Tyne, but now Manchester, I understand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Charlotte Bryant and I'm a registered nutritionist. For the past 12 months I've been coordinating a large intervention study in the UK. The study is a collaboration between the Technical University of Denmark and Newcastle University. The study investigated the impact of fresh fruit in the workplace, and to give you an idea of what the study was about, we recruited 409 participants from one workplace, and they were randomly assigned to one of two groups, the intervention or control arm. The intervention group then received two free pieces of fruit every day, 5 times a week, for a period of 18 weeks. During this time, we collected details on fruit consumption, dietary questionnaires, detailed and non-detailed, using food frequency questionnaires. We looked at relevant health measures, so body weight, blood pressure, waist circumference, and we did this at the beginning, the middle and at the end. We looked at sickness absence records between the two groups and well-being using a wellness questionnaire. Today I'm going to talk about a smaller part of the study and something that we all do, and that is snacking. But why is this important, firstly? Well, I think we're all aware of the rising problem of obesity, and changing eating behaviours is seen as a key component to addressing the rising rates. One area which has had relatively little attention but plays a potentially large role is the workplace. We approximately spend 60% of our waking hours in work, during which a third of our meals and the majority of our snacks are consumed. The workplace has been identified in successive policy documents as a site for intervening in health-related behaviours, as an opportunity to target a large proportion of the population. A number of workplace-based interventions have attempted to change dietary behaviour, and an important step that has repeatedly been identified is to make healthy choices available, accessible, and most importantly, easy. The workplace environment is seen as a significant contributor to food choice and eating behaviour. We spend a lot of our time at work, so I think it's sensible to assume that work has an influence on food choice and intake, and for that reason it's important to have a deeper understanding of the drivers and barriers that promote and prevent the consumption of healthy food and drink in the workplace. And of course we need to promote a shift in attitude that enables people to lead healthier lifestyles. And so what is the link to snacking, and what exactly is snacking? Well, currently there's no exclusive definition of snacking, or what may constitute a snack item. A general definition often used is foods that are consumed at other times than at set meals. If this is the case, then any food could be classified as a snack item. However, there are certain foods that we commonly pre-specify as snack foods, and these tend to be high in energy and or fat. Evidence suggests increasing snacking consumption is leading to associated obesity risk. So if we look from an evolutionary perspective, we can see that portion size is changing, food and meal composition is changing, and the traditional 3 meals a day pattern is also changing. In terms of whether this links to body weight, depends upon firstly the nature of the snack, for instance a piece of fruit versus a chocolate bar, and also the frequency in which snacks are consumed. Evidence suggests that regular snackers show better intake compensation than those who snack on an irregular basis. If high energy snacks are consumed and no subsequent compensation is made, this of course will lead to excess energy intake and obesity. And this is where fruit plays a role. We know that fruit is low energy density, has a high fibre content and a high water content, and these have all been shown to increase feelings of fullness and lead to a decrease in total dietary intake. Low energy dense foods and the consumption of these foods has been associated with a lower energy intake. Fruit consumption is considered a target for dietary improvement, alongside reducing fat intake, especially saturated fat intake, reducing salt and increasing dietary fibre. To show how fruit can meet these targets, a study by Lloyd Williams and colleagues looked at replacing one unhealthy snack with one healthy snack. In this case, it was a piece of fruit. The results showed that this simple substitution actually reduced saturated fat intake by approximately 4.4 grams per person per day. These reductions were also seen for sugar and salt, and also a positive increase in dietary fibre, just by making a simple substitution of one high-energy dense snacks for fruit. Other evidence from worksite campaigns, we had the Danish fruit scheme, which made low-cost fruit available in the workplace. As a result, employees significantly increased their fruit intake, and in male employees, they reduced their sweet snack intake by 50%. Other schemes which are currently running in the UK, healthy choices at break time, Think Fit and Be Active, and Healthy Working Lives, are all aimed at bringing health to the forefront of the working environment. So what was our ideal scenario? Well, we hoped and hypothesised that making free fruit available in the workplace would not only increase fruit intake. As a result, there would be also change in the consumption of other foods. Our objective was to investigate if the provision of free fruit in the workplace changed snacking intake during the 18-week intervention period. And we investigated this using a validated snacking questionnaire. The snacking questionnaire consisted of 11 questions, 6 concerning food and 5 measuring beverage consumption. Participants were asked to complete this questionnaire every 2 weeks of the study, up to a total of 8 times, and this was to be completed at the end of one working day as a record of food consumed for that day only. This is just an example of the snacking questionnaire. As you can see, they were asked to record portions, packets, number of glasses for that food or beverage. It was a very simple questionnaire. It wasn't designed to be in-depth, but just something that participants could complete easily at their desk at the end of the working day. Of the 351 who completed the study, 336 completed at least one. The mean number was 5 and the maximum completed was 16. As you can see, there was a slight issue with compliance, as some volunteers said they didn't have enough time to complete questionnaires, whereas some were so keen they actually did double the amount that they were supposed to. There was no significant differences between the intervention and control groups according to age or gender.